Hey guys, it's Killin, and I'm back with more LEGO reviews. Now I know it's been a while, but I've been waiting for something special to return with more reviews. And finally, early even, I have a look at some of the new superhero lines from LEGO. Starting with one of the DC lines, it's Batman again. Alright. What we have here is the Batwing Battle over Gotham City set. Now, this is the Batman with the Batwing, and includes the Joker with one of his henchmen in one of the helicopters they have. Finally, Batman is back on the market, and now you can afford one compared to the older versions, which you just can't afford anymore. They're some insane number. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the set closely. I'm going to open it up, we're going to build it, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit and maybe see if we can find a comparison with something older. Alright guys, let's take a look. As you see on the front package here, we have a great image of the Batwing and the Joker helicopter, it looks like, including one of the Batman, the Joker, and one of the henchmen for the Joker, which is kind of a cool little thing here. Now, as we flip it over, we do see that they label this as part of the Batman 2 series, which I guess is a great way for them to help identify the original version and the second one. I don't know if that's why that's there, but that totally makes sense to me. Now, this is a 278 piece set. Okay, now it is supposed to be a $34.99 set. I did find this at Toys R Us a little bit early. It shouldn't be out until about January. But it did hit the stores just before Christmas, like a week before Christmas here. And for some reason, Toys R Us decided to sell this thing for $50. Now, typically, I would wait until the price is a little more correct, but seeing how I've been waiting for this line for a long time, I was just going to spend a little extra money and let Toys R Us rip me off this time, as if they haven't, a million times before. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Looks like we got about 3 bags. 3 bags here, great. Numbered 1, 2, 3, easy, perfect. We got a little sticker sheet in here with the different decals that we're going to put on the vehicles. Looks like a comic book. Here's showing the different sets that are available, including the Bat Lair, which I will be getting for sure. Looks like a real cheap comic. There's only a couple pages. It was more of an instruction book comic. Looks like it's labeled number 4, so I don't know how many there's supposed to be, but we'll figure it out as we go with these reviews. So let me put that behind here. And then, of course, we got the instruction booklet here. Now, this is only a 278 piece set, but this is a pretty thick book here. It looks like, about 74, 76 pages, so that's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to start with bag 1, and I'm going to build this bad boy, and you can watch, and I'll try to speed this video up so we can get through this as quick as possible.
Long ago in Gotham, a story we all know. The Joker lost to Batman, 'cause David will always beat Goliath, yeah. But did he die?
Okay, now we're done. Let's sit here and talk about the figures a little bit. Okay, so now as you can see, this is the Batman figure. He looks pretty close to what we're used to seeing from the previous line here. A little nicer paint apps this time around. He's got the cape, and he's of course painted on the backside as well. His weapon that comes with this set is a Batwing, as you can see there. Now, here's the thing about his head. He has two heads, a reversible head. There, he's kind of got like that little jeer on his face, and of course the headband on there. If you flip it over, he's kind of got the, you know, whatever face. Now here's the thing about the helmet itself, and I don't know if this is true on the other ones because I never had any of the originals, but as you can kind of see here, his eyes are not going to appear. His mouth is perfect, but on either side of the head, no matter how you turn it, you're not going to really get his eyes in the mask. I don't know if it really matters, but it kind of has a cool effect with just the I guess the whites of his eyes, you call it, but it's more like the forehead of his eyes showing through the mask. But cool little figure, and I'm happy to have my very first Batman. Yay. Okay, now we go on to the Joker figure. Now, as you can see here in Joker, he's all in purple. Compared to this blue mat here, it might seem a little bluish, but it is a purple figure. With green hair, kind of like the Jack Nicholson style. His back features like a, I guess a little like button and zipper thing there, as you can see. Comes with a cool little old school like 20s gun with of course the little ribbon coming out of it, like he's shown so many times. With a little flower here, and of course he's got this crazy happy face, or he's got his beautiful lips face. Awesome Joker. And then finally we have one of Joker's henchmen, a sad little clown in his daily workout suit. Purple pants, green top. That's the theme going here with the helicopter, as you'll see in a minute. He has no other face than this one here. And he's got the Joker, like Leatherman jacket style imprint on the back of his shirt there. And of course you see there's no face here. And he's got this cool little skull cap thing going on. Now with that said, let's talk about the first set here. Now this is the Batwing. Now there's a couple little features I'm going to show you here on this set. It's kind of cool. I mean, I really like the design. The coloring is awesome. You know, you got the cockpit here that opens up. There's not really a place for your Batman to be plugged into, but he will slide in there. He has these two little knobs to control the Batwing with. I'm going to stick them in here so you can kind of get an idea of what he's going to look like. So there's no place that he's really going to plug into, but he does sit in there pretty snug. And if you can tuck his wing in, you can close the thing in and kind of just have him mashed in there, which kind of works in this situation. Now with him in there, I'll show you some other features here. Of course, you got the cockpit that moves. You have the back wings that are kind of on a pivot system, so you can kind of click them down, which is great, so they're not going to be like all wobbly and fall in there. And that's about as far down as you can go, and as far up as you can go is right about there. So you got about 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks to give it a real nice pose. So that's kind of cool. It does have an action feature. Let me show you here on the back. Now this little back hatch flips open. You can get your finger in there. And there is a knob to press down which will drop the missile. I'm going to show you real quick. Just kind of falls. But as you can see from the missile here, it's really just a couple, like, I don't know. It didn't really even itself out, but it works. Got a cool little Batman themed bomb there, which plugs into the bottom. And you can kind of press it up there. Let's see, what else? You got the flame coming out of the back. Now one kind of piece that's kind of weird on the set is this back end here, which is got like a rubber tip. And the problem I can see is that it's already starting to happen a little bit. It's got a little bit of a disform on it. And I'm afraid, because it's pretty solid up to about halfway, and then the back end of it's completely rubber. I'm afraid that eventually over time this piece may either get broken off or it's going to be completely out of whack. So just that little worry. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for this. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Took a little bit to build. It's a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be to put it together, but there it is. Now, we're going to talk about the helicopter. Now, of the two pieces, and I know this may sound weird, but I do prefer this helicopter over the Batwing for a couple different reasons here. Basically, this is just a great design. You get the propeller back up here, works great. They are on pivots if you want to lower them down, although if you do that, you're really not going to spin it, but it does look cool if it's in storage mode or whatever. And they do go up a little bit, but I don't know what that's supposed to, you're not going to do nothing with that. So there's that. It's got the J on the back, cool little airplane piece. It's got the back propeller that spins and moves. It's got this really cool, like, framed tower thing here. One of the other awesome thing is this little step ladder here. From the box art, we got the henchman driving, and we got the Joker holding on to this ladder. Let's see if I can do this here. Kind of just dangling as he's flying by. This is kind of really a smart idea, and I haven't really seen this before. It's probably been done, but I thought it was kind of ingenious. Included on the side are 2 missiles. They can be pushed off and fired. I mean, they're not going to get to a distance. You're really just going to do it by hand. And of course, one of the cool other features is you have this really cool, I guess a missile on the front that features a Joker grin with a nose. And the way you shoot this off is you got this little button on the back here, and by pressing it, it fires off. Now, it's a kind of a simple design, but the most amazing part is the face. Gotta love it. And it snaps back in, and of course this has an opening cockpit. Same controls as the Batwing, but there is a little control panel piece in there. Now, as far as the henchman sitting in it, it does have spots where he can actually get plugged into it, so he is going to stay in there real secure, and he fits perfectly. Can't really complain about that. So awesome, cool little set. So again, this is Lego Batwing Battle over Gotham City. It is a 278 piece set with a price tag of $34.99. This is from the DC Universe Superheroes line, just out, and it shouldn't. A lot of people won't even have this in the store, in their retail stores, until probably about next month. Lego.com did put it on sale, but all of the sets are quickly sold out. Hopefully, it'll be back in stock where you can purchase it. The set number is 6863, and I'm just excited to see what else comes.